Hello and welcome back to another video of Formula 1 Challenge 1973. Today is race 12 of the season, the Austrian Grand Prix in Zeltweg, which is actually one of my personal favorite tracks ever. We're on the back of a German Grand Prix that didn't really go as planned and ended with a spectacular crash and flying over the barriers on the trackside. So that means that Jackie further increased his lead in the championship run, which is bad news for us and good news for him, because at this point it's nearly impossible for us to catch him unless we constantly manage to outpace him over the next couple of races. So that's the main reason we're here today. We're gonna give that a shot and try and close that massive gap between us. So without further ado, let's head over to the qualifying session and see where we end up on the grid. Let's go. And the hot lap is about to start, and the timer doesn't start the same place where you can see the line. It's going to start at this light here, and there we go. The hot lap is on right now. And this is actually a very fast track and sort of wide, so there's gonna be plenty of space for overtakes, which also means I cannot rely on back markers to hold everyone up should it come to that, because you'll see that there are a couple of long straights where it's fairly easy to overtake anyone who is just slower than you, like this one right here. And some caution is also advised because some of the sections on this track are quite bumpy, which means you get more airtime than Horner on Drive to Survive. And we're entering this section where I feel like I'm losing time to the AI, usually about half a second or a second if I take it really badly. But with the current setup that I'm using, I can actually bring this back on the long straight, so the car is quite heavily set up for top speed. Well, not really top speed, but for a higher speed, while we still manage to keep some of the acceleration. So it actually feels really good on this track. One of the rare occasions that I feel like I have a really good setup for the race. And we're about to finish the hot lap. What's it gonna be? So 138.9, and let's see where that took us on the grid. And as you can see, we have Emerson Fittipaldi on pole position. Right next to him, his teammate Ronnie Peterson, and he's followed by the first Tyrrell François Sever, who actually managed to outqualify his teammate. Then we have Peter Revson on P4. And here we have Jackie Stewart on P5. That's still better than my qualifying session. Danny Halm on P6. Carlos Reutemann on P7. And there we are on P8, which is actually pretty good compared to the last couple of qualifying sessions I had. And we have Jackie X on P9. Beltoise on P10, James Hunt on P11, followed by Fulmer on P12, Carlos Pace on P13, then Merzario on P14, Regazzoni on P15, Oliver on P16, Andrea De Adamic on P18, then we have Niki Lauda on P17. Yeah, Adamic on P18. Sorry, I mixed that one up. Wilson Fittipaldi on P19. Halewood on P20. Then my teammate Van Lennep on P22. Well, actually, that's Ganley on P21 and Van Lennep is on P22. I just can't read and speak today at the same time. Then we have Butler on P23, Scheckter on P24, not sure what's going on with him, he's having pretty poor qualifying sessions recently. Amon on P25, then a couple of other guys, and Jarrier and Mas close the grid. And we are ready to start this race. And the lights are out and it's time to do some racing. I got a bit of napping here, but still managed to overtake Reutemann. While he's still side by side with me, I overtook X. Now we have Daniholm and Sever. Bit of contact with Refson, I think, and Jackie is on the other side, so we went 3 wide into the first corner. And that's not Jackie, that's actually Sever, who is in front of me right now. And we're chasing the 2 Lotus cars of Peterson and Fittipaldi. They go a little bit wide and Sever actually goes in on the inside, and I think he takes second place. And he actually managed to keep me so deep on the inside that I couldn't accelerate out of the corner properly. So that was a very nice move from him. And Fittipaldi actually lost 2 positions, so he's down to P3. And yes, I can overtake him. No, I can't. He comes back and re-overtakes me. However, I managed to overtake Sever, who probably got caught in our little fight there. And now here I managed to overtake Fittipaldi. And that's Peterson, and actually I thought he's in P1, but that's P2 for him, so I'm not sure who's leading the... No, that's P1 for him. Okay, so just a bit of chaos in the position marker there. Doesn't really matter, because now we're up to P2. And it's time to hunt down Peterson. And it's still Fittipaldi on P3. And I'm getting a little bit of slipstream from Peterson and overtake him in the long straight. A glance to the side. And I'm already ahead of him as we finish the first lap. And on lap 3 you can see Sever is already on P2. However, he's a good 5 seconds behind. And you can see a couple of other positions there at the bottom of the screen. And here, as you can see, I'm losing a little bit of time. 3/10, almost 4. Going a little wide. And this is gonna be a bumpy. Right here, yeah. Getting a bit of airtime, and I extended my lead back to more than 5 seconds over Sever. And Refson takes back the second place. However, he's still more than 5 seconds behind, so that's really good news for us at this stage. And this is all that happened all the way up to lap 4. And then during lap 8 you can see it's Jackie Stewart who's on P2 at the moment, and he's more than 13 seconds behind. So at this point you could say that I have a fair grip on this race, and so far I'm pretty much dominating the competition. You can see the further classifications on the bottom of the screen. I'm actually looking for my teammates there. I can't see them, so they're probably quite far behind. Oh, there's Ganley on P18. And where is Van Lennep? And that's almost 14 seconds to Jackie right now. And there's Van Lennep on P20. I'm massively outpacing my teammates as well. And Refson takes back the second place again. And then on lap 9 we have the first back marker. Not sure who that was. Hopefully he is going to let me pass. Yeah, he's going to the outside, so lets me pass on the inside, no problem. Thank you very much. And as I mentioned during the qualifying, no point in relying on them to hold up the competition, because you can see the track is wide enough for overtaking. as I overtake another back marker, and there's another one just in front. And there we try on the inside. He doesn't really pull out to the outside, so this was kind of half-hearted from him, whoever that was. And then on lap 13 we still have Refson in second place and another back marker in the front. Doesn't try to pull in front of me, which is really nice of him. Today they seem to be quite well disciplined and actually letting me pass when I'm trying to overtake them. However, there's gonna be trouble. They are actually fighting for positions, so it's gonna be difficult to get an overtake done. However, actually both of them pull out to the outside to continue their fight there and let me pass. That was probably the best I've ever seen from any backmarkers in this game. And then around the end of lap 15, that's another backmarker right in front. That's actually halfway into lap 15. Don't mind me, I'm talking a lot of crap today. I think that might have been Butler. And at this point I have a good 20 seconds lead over Refson, and I lost the line here and just went off the track. Thankfully no damage, didn't hit anything. And on lap 17 that's one of my teammates who lets me pass without any problems. I think that was Van Lennep. I think he's the one who's behind from the two of them. And on lap 19 we have another back marker in front and the 23 seconds lead to Refson. He seems to have a firm grip on the second place by now, and that's my other teammate. That was actually Ganley with his white helmet. And that's another one right in front. He lets me pass as well. As I said, I'm absolutely happy how disciplined they are today. That normally is not the case. And as I'm about to start the last lap, Lauda is pulling into the pits while his teammate Ragazzoni comes out right in front. You can see him up there in the top of the crest. And I'm about to overtake him, but he's actually pulling in front of me. But at least I could stick to this line, so it doesn't really matter. And I have a 29 seconds lead over Refson. So I could have even taken it a little bit slower than that. And this was an absolutely dominating race weekend. I'm really happy with this result. It looks like I'm going to win it unless I do something stupid in the last half of this lap. There's another back marker, hopefully he's going to let me pass as well. And that's... no, that I thought for a second that was one of the Tyrrells, but no, it's not. And there's another one in the front. Maybe I can still overtake him before the end of this lap. I don't think so. I'm not that fast. Maybe on the final straight, maybe. Well, let's just see. He's not pulling into the pits, that's for sure. And I'm not going to overtake him. However, I'm going to win this race. And there we have it. 9 points in the bag after an absolutely fantastic race we had here. Really happy with this result. Absolutely perfect. Everything just went according to plan, which rarely happens in this game. But this time everything just worked out perfectly. We had a good setup, we had a good pace, and we managed to beat everyone this time. And I think it's gonna be Refson who will score for P2. Yes, there he is. And as we're about to end this race, we'll have a look at the final results pretty soon. Just watch me for a couple more seconds. Let me enjoy this victory. And there we have it. So Refson in second place, Jackie Stewart on P3, Sever on P4, Jackie X on P5, and James Hunt on P6. So these are the point scorers of this race. And we have the rest of the pack. Scheckter actually had a really good recovery drive, finishing on P7 while he was starting from the far end of the grid. The Adamic as well, I think he was P17 or 18. Peterson, however, well, that didn't really work out for him. Lost good couple of positions along with Emerson Fittipaldi, who was starting from pole position, and it's all the way down at the end of the race. And it's been a really good one. More than 20 drivers finished the race, and we have the driver standing that's still 8 points behind Jackie. So mathematically we still have a chance to stay in the title fight over the next 3 races, but that means we need to constantly out-qualify and outpace him over the races, which may or may not happen. We'll see about that. McLaren is still standing strong with Halm and Refson on P3 and 4. So yeah, let's head over and check out the constructor standings as well. See where we are. Just a further look down in the table to see who else got some more points. Fittipaldi has 1 point. His absolutely terrible season he's having. And here we are with the constructor standings. Tyrrell pretty much wrapping up, and well, they as good as winning. However, we still have a slight chance to catch McLaren. They are only 5 points ahead. However, I hope that my teammates will get themselves back together and score a couple more points to help me out, because I'm fighting 3 McLarens on my own at the moment. So yeah, this was the 1973 Austrian Grand Prix in Zeltweg. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at the next race in Italy. Goodbye.